Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing okay. This is American English File, 2nd edition Workbook, Part 11A, First Impressions. Yes, we're gonna practice. Alright, first grammar, adverbs. Everybody, do you remember what is an adverb? Adverb talks about the action, yes. So part A, complete the sentences with an adverb. All right? And part B, circle the correct word. All right? Very well. For example, the French cook perfect meals. They cook perfectly. Or my brother dresses casually, because it talks about the dressing, the action, right? So it's an adverb, not an adjective. All right, now stop the video and do it. Well done. Now check your answers with your partner. Very well. All right, let's do it together. So number 2, the Americans are careful drivers. They drive carefully. Number 3, the British are very polite. They speak very politely. Number 4, the Brazilians are good at soccer. They play soccer well, right? Good, well. The Japanese are very hard workers. They work very hard. It's the irregular adverb, hard, hard, fast, fast. Number 6, the Canadians eat healthy food. They eat healthily, right? Number 7, the Argentinians are beautiful performers. They perform beautifully. Very well. Now, number 2, Shoji cooks really well, the modifier. Number 3, it's easy to ride a bike. Number 4, they walked quickly to the train station. Number 5, he's very quiet. He never says anything. Number 6, Elena's pizzas are incredible. Number 7, my French is very bad. Number 8, can you speak more slowly? Number 9, Mark speaks English well. Talks about the action. Number 10, she eats unhealthily. And number 11, they have really stressful jobs. Really stressful jobs. Modifiers. Well done. You did very good. Now vocabulary. Everybody, make adverbs from the adjectives and complete the sentences. The adjectives: careful, good, easy, hard, healthy, incredible, perfect, quiet. For example, in the ideal city, car drivers drive carefully. Careful is the adjective. Carefully is the adverb. All right. All right. So let's do it together. In the ideal city, workers work hard. Families eat healthily. Number 4, people speak foreign languages perfectly. You can travel around easily. People talk quietly. Everyone treats tourists well. And everything is incredibly cheap. In the ideal city, of course. All right? Now, everybody, pronunciation. Underline the stressed syllable in the adverbs. Which 3 adverbs are not stressed on the first syllable? All right, let me help you. All right, let's do it together, me and you. Now, first, listen and check. Then we do it together, all right? Okay, listen.
File 11A. Pronunciation. B. 1.
Beautifully.
2.
Carefully.
3.
Casually.
4.
Dangerously.
5.
Fashionably.
6.
Incredibly.
7. perfectly. 8,
politely,
9, unhealthily.
Okay, well done. So let's check the stressed syllables. All right, look: beautifully, carefully, casually, dangerously, fashionably, incredibly, perfectly, politely, unhealthily. So most of them are stressed on the first syllable. But which three adverbs are not stressed on the first syllable? Of course, incredibly, politely, and unhealthily. Easy, right? You and me, we're gonna perfect this. I promise you. All right, now we have a reading. First impressions of Mexico City. All right, I need you to read this article. Good. And for each paragraph, match the headings. These are headings A, B, C, D. Match the headings with the paragraphs. For example, A, the Mexican way of life. B, feeling at home abroad. C, my first impressions. D, not what I expected. So read it and match the paragraphs with the headings, all right? With the headings.
A few moments later.
Very nice. Now let's read it together first. First impressions of Mexico City. Christina Hornick from the US came to Mexico for the first time 3 years ago. She now lives in Mexico City where she is a teacher. Okay, the first paragraph, everybody. You always remember your first impressions of a new country. When I first came to Mexico City, I didn't know much about Mexico at all. I didn't know anything about the culture. I didn't think the food was very different from American food, and I expected the weather to be similar to North Carolina in the US. Maybe even warmer. But when I got there, I discovered how wrong I was. So, which one of the headings? C, my first impressions, all right? First impressions. All right, number 2, it was summer and it was warm, but not hot. In fact, the temperature was about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. My first impression was that Mexico City was more beautiful than I expected. More beautiful than I expected. I spent a lot of time looking at incredible architecture. The city was so colorful and had a wonderful atmosphere. I saw pink, yellow, and red houses. The trees were colorful too, with pink and purple flowers. All right, so which one is it? Of course, D. Not what I expected. And number 3, Mexican people are very friendly. A lot of Mexicans can speak a little English and some speak it very well. I speak Spanish very well. But when I make a mistake, my Mexican friends don't mind. Mexican people are very hospitable and they love to socialize, get together, eat, sing, and play music. At parties, there's often a lot of delicious homemade food to eat. And there is often very loud music which makes it hard to hear people. All right, so what is this one? The Mexican way of life, their lifestyle. All right, and number 4, Mexico is a great place to live. It has everything. Friendly people, great public transportation, and delicious food. In Mexico City, the summers are warm and the winters are cool. It's great weather for long walks in the nearby canyons. Mexico has mountains, lakes, beaches, and rivers. It has many beautiful cities and a fascinating culture. I still love the US, but Mexico feels like home now. Nice. So, feeling at home abroad. All right, very well. You did very good. In the next part, everybody, read the reading again and complete the sentences with the words in the box. Atmosphere, hospitality, culture, architecture, socializing, expect, fascinating. All right? All right, if you have read it, let's do it together. Number 1, before she went to Mexico City, Christina didn't know much about Mexican culture. Number 2, she didn't expect the city to be so beautiful. Number 3, she was very impressed by the architecture in Mexico City. Number 4, she liked the colors and the wonderful atmosphere of the city. Number 5, the hospitality of the Mexican people is warm and welcoming. Number 6, Mexican people like socializing with their friends and family. And number 7, Christina finds the Mexican culture fascinating. Well done. A good reading. I need you to write something like this about your travel. Where did you go? How was the culture, right? And we have a listening. Listen to 2 people talking about where they live and answer the questions. Speaker 1, Toronto, Canada. Speaker 2, Reykjavik, Iceland. All right, everybody? So listen and answer the questions. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First, read the questions. All right? Now, I want you to listen and answer the questions. We have Toronto, Canada, Reykjavik, Iceland.
File 11A. Listening. Speaker 1. Toronto, Canada.
On the weekend, the city is pretty busy. It's very similar to New York City or Washington, D.C. The streets are crowded with cars and people. There are interesting neighborhoods to visit, great restaurants to eat at, and a lot of places to hear music. I think most people stay in the city because there isn't much to do outside of the city. People dress nicely here, especially at work. In big companies, it's normal for men to wear suits and women to wear business clothes. On the weekend, people dress more casually. They wear jeans or shorts and t-shirts, depending on the weather. An interesting thing is that Toronto's nickname is Hollywood North. A lot of TV and movie companies film their shows in Toronto. The city is also home to the Toronto International Film Festival. Only the Cannes Film Festival in France is bigger.
Speaker 2. Reykjavik, Iceland.
In Iceland, a very important part of life is swimming and going to a hot tub, which is like a small swimming pool with hot water. People go before work or on the weekend to meet with their friends, or sometimes even to have business meetings. The countryside in Iceland is incredible. There are almost no trees, and there are volcanoes and fields of lava, which are the incredibly hot stones that come out of the volcanoes. You can walk for days and not see another person, because there aren't many people in Iceland. In Reykjavik, there are less than 250,000 people, and the second biggest city has only 15,000. Icelandic people are very creative. It's normal for many people to make music, paint or draw, and even write books. Also, many people make their own clothes, and they look really fashionable.
All right, very good. Now, if you need, you can listen again one more time. All right, check your answers with your partner. Well done. All right, so let's answer it together. Number 1, where don't people usually go on the weekends? Outside of Toronto, because there's nothing to do. Number 2, how do people normally dress during the week? In suits and business clothes. Number 3, why is Toronto's nickname Hollywood North? Why? It's interesting. A lot of TV and movie companies film their shows there. All right? Number 4, when do people go to swimming pools and hot tubs? All right? Before week, on the weekend, or sometimes to have a business meeting. Number 5, what are there very few of in the Icelandic countryside? Trees, of course. And number 6, how many people are there in Reykjavik and in the second biggest city? All right. A, in Reykjavik, fewer than 250,000 people, and B, 50,000. Number 7. What kind of things do Icelandic people make? Music, paintings, drawings, books, and their own clothes. Well done. Now, everybody, these are some words that you can use. Foreigner, a foreigner. Myth, myth. Subtitles, subtitles. Incredible, incredible, incredibly, incredibly. Look, the stress doesn't change. Dress, dress, dress well. A strong accent, a strong accent. First impressions, first impressions. Get dark, in general, in general. Lock your doors, lock your doors. Okay, another one done. Practice every day, and remember, you have to be consistent and you have to be disciplined. Do it no matter what. See ya.